A day, in the heart of old Baghdad, where the air hummed with the symphony of 1,000 stories, a young boy named Yasser tended to his humble fruit stall. The sun, a fiery artist, painted the sky in hues of orange and gold as the day drew to a close. Yasser had sold almost everything, leaving just one perfect pomegranate. Its skin a deep, blushing ruby, its crown glinting like a tiny jewel. He sighed, packing away his empty crates. It hadn't been the most profitable day, but it was enough. Just as he was about to leave, an old traveler, cloaked in dusty robes, approached his stall. The man's face was etched with the lines of a long and weary journey, and his eyes held a deep, unspoken hunger. He looked at the pomegranate, his gaze lingering. "Young man," he rasped, his voice as dry as the desert wind, "I have traveled far and have nothing to offer but a story. Would you trade that beautiful fruit for a tale?" Yasser looked at the man, then at the single pomegranate, his last of the day. He thought of the meager coins in his pocket, but then he saw the exhaustion in the traveler's eyes. His heart, young and full of compassion, made the decision for him. "Keep your story, good sir," Yasser said with a kind smile. "Your need is greater than mine." He handed the pomegranate to the traveler without a second thought. The old man's eyes widened in surprise and gratitude. He accepted the fruit, bowed his head slightly, and said, "May your kindness be returned to you 1,000 times over." 2. He then turned and disappeared into the labyrinthine alleys of the city. Yasser went home with an empty stall, but a full heart. He slept soundly that night, dreaming of orchards laden with ripe fruit. The next morning, as the first rays of dawn kissed the rooftops of Baghdad, Yasser made his way back to the market. As he approached his stall, he rubbed his eyes in disbelief. What he saw was a miracle. His stall, which had been empty just the night before, was now overflowing with pomegranates. But these were no ordinary fruits. Their skins shimmered with the brilliance of pure gold, and they glowed with an ethereal light that seemed to pulse with life. He gently picked one up. It was heavy, and its surface was warm to the touch. Note, penned in elegant script, lay amongst the golden bounty. It read, "For a heart as golden as this fruit. This is the pomegranate of promise. It will never run empty as long as it is shared freely." Yasser understood. This was the traveler's gift, a reward for his simple act of generosity. He remembered the traveler's words, a promise whispered on the evening air. Word of the miraculous golden pomegranate spread through the market like wildfire. People flocked to Yasser's stall, their eyes wide with wonder. But Yasser didn't sell the fruit for gold coins. Instead, he gave them away. He handed them to the hungry children, the struggling families, and the weary elderly who had nothing. He shared the magical fruit with anyone in need, asking for nothing in return. With every pomegranate he gave away, another would magically appear in its place, ensuring his stall was never bare. The market, once just a place of commerce, was transformed. Laughter echoed where there had been hardship, and songs of joy replaced sighs of despair. Yasser's stall became a beacon of hope, a place where kindness was the only currency. He became known not as a fruit seller, but as a giver of joy. The golden glow from his stall seemed to spread throughout Baghdad, touching every heart with its warmth. And so, the young boy learned the most profound truth of all. Generosity is a seed that, once planted, grows into an endless harvest, always finding its way back to the giver in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more tales from around the world. We appreciate your support. See you next time.